What's up, family? Welcome back. See, there's this quiet realization that hits you when you stop chasing what everyone else says you should want. That maybe you weren't sent here to collect things. Maybe you were sent here to correct things, to heal what was ignored, to feel what was suppressed, and to break cycles that keep repeating because no one slowed down long enough to even face them. Today, we're talking about being here to heal and break generational cycles and not to accumulate material things. You didn't arrive here by accident, and you didn't choose your family, your environment, or what you inherited emotionally. You were born into unfinished business. See, some people inherited wealth. Some people inherit fear. Some people inherit silence. Some people inherited survival mode or emotional distance, a wrecked nervous system, you name it. And if you're the one who feels out of place, the one who questions what everyone else accepts, the one who refuses to numb themselves just to survive, that is not rebellion. That is remembrance. You're the cycle breaker. See, generational curses aren't always obvious. They don't always look dramatic. Sometimes it look like unspoken anger, emotional avoidance, addictions, staying small to stay safe, and love mixed with fear. See, a curse is just a pattern that was never healed. And healing begins the moment someone becomes conscious enough to say, this ends with me. We live in a world that tells us healing can wait, but success cannot. So people accumulate instead of process. They buy instead of feel, and they flex instead of heal. But you can now outearn trauma. You can now outown insecurity. And you can out achieve a nervous system that never learned safety. See, material things aren't bad, they just are not medicine. When you heal, you change the future, not just for yours, but for generations ahead. See, you pass down emotional safety instead of fear, awareness instead of survival mode, and love without conditions. That is real wealth. See, you may never be the loudest success story, but you might be the most important one. When you stop measuring your worth by what you own, you start measuring it by how present you are. Healing asks you to slow down, to feel what's uncomfortable, and to sit with yourself without distractions. And that is why not everyone chooses it. But if you're listening to this, chances are your soul already did. Let's be honest. Healing can isolate you. You outgrow conversations. You stop relating to old goals. You're misunderstood. But loneliness doesn't mean you're wrong. Sometimes it means you're early. You're doing work that doesn't always get applause, but it creates peace. Say this with me. I am here to heal, not to prove. I choose awareness over accumulation. I honor my ancestors by healing what they could not. I release the need to measure my worth through possessions. And my presence is my power. If you ever felt disconnected from the race for more, it's because you weren't meant to run it. You were meant to pause it, to heal it, to change the story. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.